friend of a friend asked me recently if I was still doing the Palestine thing. Do you know, as if it was kind of baking banana bread during the pandemic, as opposed an ongoing genocide that the Irish government are directly complicit in. But instead of getting shorty with the guy, I just reflected for a moment and thought, this is a really good guy. He's simply not seeing what I'm seeing. He's not getting the news that I'm getting. He's not seeing grief-stricken fathers walking down the street with their decapitated children. He's not seeing people being burned alive in their tents. He's not hearing about the scale of the depravity that's going on with a man-made famine currently starving about 2 million people to death while we all look on. And the reason he's not hearing those stories is because he lives in the south of Ireland, and in the south of Ireland, RTE, and in the north of Ireland, BBC have done a masterful job, and you can look up the studies, of having a pro-Zionist bias. But not only that, and this is the crux of it, it's not just the propaganda, it's the propaganda by omission, as Noam Chomsky used to say. We're not hearing about Israelis, for instance, protesting their right to rape Palestinian prisoners. We're not hearing about Palestinian inmates, often children, coming out of Israeli prisons with clear evidence of torture. In fact, when RTE report on the prisoner releases, 82% of the time the Israeli prisoners are humanized. We hear about their family members. Only 18% of the time are Palestinians humanized in that way. We're not hearing the human stories of Palestine. We're not hearing the scale of the devastation, because RTE knows that if the Irish people really saw what was going on, particularly with children being killed by sniper fire. I love my country. I love the Irish people. And south and north, I know we would rise up in our hundreds of thousands if we were hearing the real story. We have targeted RT and BBC before in an All-Ireland campaign on April 22nd. We begged them to just do their job. And instead of listening, they've actually doubled down on the bias. And so, we're calling for another day of global civil disobedience, May 15th, Nakba Day. Don't go to work, don't buy anything, scale up the already incredible acts of civil disobedience that you did on April 22nd. And in Ireland, I am calling here now for a mass mobilisation to RTE in the south at 5 p.m. on the day, and in the north, BBC, 5 p.m. again, an all-Ireland action. We are holding the media to account. We will keep coming. Let's show those organisations just how many Irish people really care when we really see what's going on. And to finish, the reason that I'm still doing the Palestine thing is not so much because I'm a mad lefty, it's because last night I put my daughter to bed. And yet again I thought to myself how comfortable and secure she is, and rightfully so, and how dare we go along with governments that are telling us that Palestinian children in Gaza should not be given that right. How dare they? And we will no longer stand for it. May 15th, see you there. Free Palestine.